Take all the drugs. Taking all the drugs! Probably gonna have to bring this down a little bit.
Take care of Lua for me.
I will.
You're feeling now.
I am.
Good. Some fevered dream. You did it. You took control.
I always had it. Thrax didn't make this place.
You did. But you reset it. You gave it all back to him. Why?
I guess it felt like a good trade. So, what's next?
Those beyond the wall have helped you. You will need to repay that debt. But you've earned your freedom. A way through the paradox and out of the spiral. Be warned, you'll not be as you are now, but as you were then. Do you see it? The other side.
Do I see the other side? Of course I do.
I see it.
What will you do?
Oh, here's a good question. I don't want to go back to this. So I'm going.
Sometimes you get stuck. Sometimes you go numb. The color drains away. You stop trying, and that just feeds the spiral going down. Maybe you'll get lucky one day. You see yourself in the mirror and snap out of it. But for some of us, it takes more. A friend, a stranger, a story, a helping hand.
I rather enjoyed that. Four kills. I mean, I get just 4 kills.
Hunter, you exceed expectations. You are far more...
Operator, messages have arrived in your inbox.
In the clouds have yet to be heard from. That's what I call a cast iron non-disclosure agreement.
Now I can get back to what I was doing with Sebagoth. I think.
Excellent armaments, Operator. Please return covered in blood. Safe and sound.
Okay, I gotta figure out the best way to level up Warframe fast. Let's find out.
Duration, so you only need a few mods. So I'm gonna form this frame. Yeah, put that on, put that on. Great, let's hop into the mission. In fact, I'm gonna get some more duration actually very quickly. Put on Nera's Hatred and then Constitution as well. Great, so that's 212 duration on Garuda. Then I go to navigation, and this brings us to step 4, the missions. Telesto or Adara on Sedna. I would say go for Telesto because Telesto has a better tile set.
Ordis has been counting stars, operator. All accounted for.
Then, hop into the mission. Once you are in the mission, you press 1, you go into your operator, and I'll just see in the top right, I have poise. You run there, you wait until silence affects the enemies, and on the top right, you will see the stealth affinity modifier busy gaining. As you can see, it's on 500%, and I will start to gain. I lost it there. You will lose it every now and then. You just got to shoot a few more enemies, and then it will go back up. Basically, Eximuses sometimes, I found that even though they say that if you kill an Eximus, it removes your modifier because it's not affected by silence, but I have found also that I don't.
There is a sanctuary target here, Hunter. I sense it. Track it with the synthesis scanner. Don't let it escape.
Stuck. I was just stuck in the machinery.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Huh. It's fixing the broken horse stuff. One hour I have to wait. One hour.
The enemy is broken. Well done. Now get to extraction.
But essentially, it was good fun. Well, essentially, it was good and fun.
All right, Hunter. I will reward you should you perform synthesis. An excellent specimen, Hunter. This will advance Sanctuary's goal of preservation.
Well,
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
it'll be like cool. Patch time.
If it's a glitch, because I've done this method a lot, I found that sometimes it doesn't always happen. That is from my observation, and I've tested it, by the way. So it's inconsistent, and that has come from my testing. So maybe it's different for you guys, but basically you run through the whole map. You should be able to get to about level 27 in each run. It depends if you get a Smeeta buff. Bring a Smeeta with charm to get yourself the affinity buff, and with a booster you should be able to get to level 27-ish in one run. Otherwise, if you don't, it's fine, just go out and hop into another run, which you're gonna have to do either way. See, I've run out of poise. In fact, I might be able to get a max level run. Sometimes you can get a max level run, depends on the amount of enemies that are spawned, and depends on how much you can keep your stealth affinity buff up. This does take practice. Now, remember, ammo has been nerfed, so you mustn't just carpet bomb. Don't carpet bomb, pick your shots. There are times that you'll run out, but the more you practice, the easier it'll be. As you can see, I'm still sustaining my ammo, no problem, but it's because I'm picking.
Everything in orders, operator? Is that a pun?
Also, just
I will attempt to bypass this vault.
I'm in your wall, so if you don't hit that like button, I'm watching you. Then we move on to step 3. Pick a frame. I'm using Garuda for this. Use a toxin brand. Leveling, yes. So I made a guide a while back and I have news. I have an updated one. So let's go. Step 1, get yourself a Brahma. Kill a bitch, I mean lich, and then get yourself a toxin Brahma. Good.
Whatever.
Operator, you have remembered well how the Tenno arm themselves.
No, I think I like other missions better. Like this kind.
Get ready for a capsule. I've delivered a life support capsule to the area. Activating it will buy you more time. life support. Another life support capsule is now available.
I'll get stuck on the top. Rip down in the hole. The operative has just made their first discovery. Keep up the good work. When you need it, extraction is ready. Oh, I always get lost. Really, you guys are gonna leave already?
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
For all the universe. Hey. Let's check what's next.
If I may say, operator, your chosen Warframe suits you. Ha ha.
In this Warframe guide, I'm gonna show you how to level up fast for beginners as well as for more seasoned players, so that after this video, you're gonna be able to get your equipment and Warframes up to their max level in just about 5 minutes. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. First, let's take a look at how your equipment actually receives its experience, or as Warframe calls it, its affinity. While affinity is gained by almost everything you do in the entire game, the only real way to farm it consistently is by eliminating enemies. And that works as follows. Whenever you clap an enemy with one of your Warframe's abilities, your frame will receive all the experience that enemy gave you. If instead you use a weapon, then half of the affinity goes to said weapon and the other half to the Warframe. However, you don't only gain XP from what you're doing. In Warframe, you also receive passive XP from your teammates. Whenever you're within a 50-meter radius from a teammate, all the affinity they gain will also be added on top of your loadout. And this passive experience is distributed like this. 25% of it will always go to your Warframe, and the remaining 75% are then equally distributed between all the weapons that you carry. Meaning if you bring a primary, secondary, and a melee into the mission, each of them will get a 25% share. If you only bring 2, both of them will get 37.5%, and if you just run one weapon, that weapon will then gain a fat 75% of all your passive affinity. Yes, as stupid as it may sound, not using your gun will increase its level faster than actively slaying enemies with it. But there's one very important thing to note here. I'm constantly seeing people getting it wrong, so let's bust that myth once and for all. Even if one of your equipment pieces has reached max level, it will still gain its affinity share. Just that this XP then will be completely wasted, of course. So no, if you bring 3 weapons into the mission and 2 of them are already level 30, that does not mean that the third weapon will gain the 75% because the others are already maxed out. No, all of them will still get only 25%, but for the maxed out weapons, of course, the 25% will then be wasted, and the one weapon you want to level will only get 25. Meaning if you want to level one item in specific, then only bring that one item and no other one. And while all your equipment is gaining affinity, how about you help me out gaining a like so the video can spread to more people? Thanks for that. So now that we know how the game calculates your XP, let's take a look at how to get a lot of it fast. First off, you can drastically increase your standard affinity gain, giving you tons more XP from every enemy. One method to do so would be owning a Smida Kavat and equipping it with the mod Charm. With Charm, your Smida will constantly bless you with random buffs during your mission, one of which is double affinity for 2 minutes. Of course, since the buffs are all random, you won't always get this boost in specific, but still, having a Smida with you while leveling is gonna be better than nothing at all. The next thing you definitely want to do before starting your daily XP grind is visiting a busy relay and either waiting or kindly asking for an affinity blessing. As I also said in my Mastery Rank guide, Mastery Rank 30 plus players can give a 20% affinity boost for 3 hours to other players on the same relay. A nice and welcome little boost. And in case for whatever reason you're watching this video and you are MR30 plus, just go and give it to yourself. Then there are also sporadic double affinity weekends, so check the official Warframe announcements for that. And lastly, of course, if you're willing to spend a little bit of platinum, you can simply buy an affinity booster from the market. Just note that this is not a requirement for any of today's methods, and that you can also level up your equipment fast without it. Paid boosters are simply an optional little extra speed up and not needed. In case you decide to get one, I recommend you prepare a whole lot of equipment that needs levels first, and then you go with just a 3-day one for 30 plat, do a hardcore leveling weekend, maybe with your friends together, and that's it. Longer affinity boosters are really only used in very specific cases. And the best thing is, all these methods I just mentioned stack with each other, meaning just in the hypothetical case you had a purchase booster on a double affinity weekend with the blessing from a relay and your Smida buff up all at the same time, you'd theoretically gain 10 times the normal affinity, which is of course complete overkill. Usually one of these is already more than enough to help. Just like subbing to the channel helps you stay up to date on everything regarding Warframe. Welcome to the crew, and with all these buffs on, let's finally get into where and how to do the practical leveling. The first location is an all-time favorite of mine and especially great for newer players, and that would be the mission Hyena on Saturn. It's a Grineer defense where you face a lot of Grineer Lancers which give you 250 affinity each, making them one of the best enemies to farm XP from. Just make sure that you always run this mission in a full squad of 4 players, because more players means more enemies are spawning, leading to more affinity, and just remember, there's also the passive affinity gain that we talked about earlier, so teammates absolutely are a must here. However, there's an ongoing debate among Warframe players whether to level on Hyena Saturn or Hydron on Sedna. Let me tell you, yes, Hydron gives you a little bit more XP due to the higher enemy level, but, that's a big but, given the nature of defense missions, it doesn't matter if you max out your equipment at wave 7 or wave 9. You'll still have to wait until wave 10 before you can extract, so it just doesn't make a practical difference. Also, on Saturn, you'll have plastids and Orokin cells as resource drops.
Our position has been compromised. Defend the cargo until reinforcements arrive.
Can't even fucking go through the door. I need to disable that.
Reinforcements available. Do you choose to leave now or continue fighting? We're done here. The extraction team will take over from here. Time to evacuate.
Somebody was lagging pretty freaking badly there. I just didn't want to deal with it. Didn't want to deal with it.
Our position has been compromised. Defend the cargo until reinforcements arrive. Marines inbound. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. Reinforcements available. Do you choose to leave now or continue fighting? Continue to defend. And you will be rewarded for your bravery. Our position has been compromised. Defend the cargo until reinforcements arrive. Marines inbound. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. approaching. Watch yourself. Grenier are on the way.
Ow! Keep falling down that thing. So annoying.
Extraction is ready. Unless you can handle more of the enemy.
I need parts. Hey, what else needs to be? Oh, definitely want to play with this. Definitely one of the ones I want to play with.
Well put together, operator. Now get out there and
cut down the...
Stop my
and make the Lotus proud.
all sorts of stupid things. Oh. Really? What a sport that I had another. It was rank 0. Which weapon to level up? Scissors. That's an interesting weapon.
Extraction is ready, unless you can handle more of the enemy. Continue to defend. You will be rewarded for your bravery. Reinforcements available. Do you choose to leave now or continue fighting? We're done here. The extraction team will take over from here. Time to evacuate.
Meow's rank. Well,
Disgusting, is it not, Operator? Otis would enjoy
Purging this.
cleaning this room, but sadly this vile mass serves you and your warframes. A necessary evil. Putrid. This thing is responsible for biological functions of the altar. A strange design. Why would I boot with such a flaw?
and Sepgoth goes bye-bye. Where is it? Where is there it is. So I was replacing a skill for this one. I can't remember what it was.
Thermal sunder. Element mechanic. Term and what I often in I thought in them. Fishes will go in ruins, so focus on farming resources instead of taking something and is killed by a light. You demo on how crazy they are, and with Arch Invite, you can min-max your build for Necros for survivability, strength and range. With Creeping Terrify, you can slow down enemies and reduce their armor, and with Arch Vitality, you can double the heat proc, allowing you to kill enemies much faster. How to play this build? Well, activate Desecrate, cast Terrify when needed, and then spam Heat Thermal Sunder. If you want a short demo on how crazy the speed and effectiveness of this Necro.
Ordis has been counting stars, operator. All accounted for.
So who has the thermal thing? Atlas? Has that skill? Huh?
Term and what I oftenly use for this synergy. The Hawkey word appears with the rewards I will get from the mission, and also from getting relic packs every day from Steel Honors. It's been working pretty great and I was having a blast. Right now, I'm sitting from 6.9k platinum. To already heard about this term, and what I oftenly use for this synergy is Necros with the Kuva Brahma and the Amalgam Ripka's Steel mod to somehow cut enemies in half and proc the Desecrate double loot buff. What the hell? Does the mod only say it gives out Gore Squad Leader? Well lads, you have been missing a lot if you don't otherwise loot. Hydroid's Tentacle Swarm.
So which one is Thermal Sunder from? Wait, don't I already have costs? I thought I had costs. Fuck. Really thought I had costs. But anyway, I'm going to take a break. See you all a little bit later.